All right, welcome to the SFU week 6. First match of this week that it will be casted by myself, Light by TV, as well as
It's me. Hello.
he cut out there for a second, but he said his name was
Sorry.
I didn't pick that up. But to fill you in, everybody, we are currently waiting for Phoenix to get their moss all running. But seems that everything's a-okay to go.
All right, let's get this game going.
Let's see. Well, I got it.
All right, we were a little late to our previous schedule.
Yeah, the original game was supposed to be at 9:30. Is what it said.
8:30, and then it got pushed to 9:30.
Oh, that's right.
And then it's now 9:45. Little late, but we're finally here. We're hopefully gonna get started really soon. As long as no more problems occur, of course.
Yeah. See, one of the staff did say that the time, which is currently 9:45, but for you guys that on stream, it's definitely not gonna be 9:45. But when all of us are ready, hit S. What? What? You saw that too, right? When y'all are ready, hit S.
All right. I guess it's S instead of R now.
Okay.
Oh, wait, no. S just shows the ready mark on each player.
Oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
Alright. Well, while we wait for Phoenix here to get ready, SFU impatiently waits, along with all of our viewers here today. I think this is an E-sub, so he's having to completely set up his MOS, I believe.
Oh, I see. Is it an emergency? So let's see.
It is.
Yes, okay. There's an emergency sub who will be filling in for Caboost.
And Caboost is a sub for whoever else did not show up today.
2 minutes more, he will be ready. You gotta get MOS running correctly. Yeah, okay.
Great.
Waiting for 2 minutes, everybody. I guess. So,
You've
Phoenix,
already...
have you played Red Phoenix yet? When you were still part of the Horizon roster?
No, we never played Phoenix. I think they are in our bracket this week.
Okay.
But I'll definitely cast their game if they do play them. That'll be a fun game to watch.
Oh, interesting. Well, I've had the wonderful opportunity to observe and somewhat cast for both of these teams. Red Phoenix, I hate to say it, but they have not done so well on this league. And I think a lot of it has to do with they're not. Oh, we just lost a player.
Okay.
But I think a lot of it has to do with they don't watch the video of their opponents. So, like, they don't know what their strategies are going to be, their pushes, things like that. And I just saw chat. Our actual fifth, we don't need.
Quick question. Since they got their fifth in, do they still get the warning?
Technically, I would... Okay. So, I would think so. For this reason. The match time was supposed to be 9:30, right?
Yeah.
Then not all the members were here, so we gave them an extension of 15 minutes as per the rules. Now the 15 minutes is a little up, but they were like, "Oh, hey, we just need to get MOS running," so we're like, "Yeah, okay, we understand." For their emergency sub. So now we're getting into, you know, we should be forfeiting right now because their fifth is definitely not in here. Oh, there he is. So, like, what?
Is this their ESA? No, this is Caboost. This is their
Caboost.
actual sub.
I don't...
Interesting.
I am so confused right now.
Okay. Well, I believe they still get that warning there.
Yeah, I would think they get their warning just because they pushed the time out further than they should have, even though the match has not played with the emergency sub.
My vote would be on to keep the warning, but it ultimately is out of our hands. Well, kinda, a little bit.
Alright, it seems that we're all getting ready to go. Okay.
Frenzy's ready to go here. He's excited. So is George. This will be our first match on Bank here today, with SFU on defense, Red Phoenix on attack. It'll be fun to see how they play this, as no one has any research on Bank, which is what I think SFU planned.
Yeah, that actually reminds me. This is the first time Bank has been played in the group stage in all 6 weeks. This is the first time. Alright, so the first ban was a Thatcher. Okay, not really surprising.
Thatcher is really powerful, especially if they're going to run the Kaid, and the Red Phoenix gets rid of the Maverick. So, unless they ban the Kaid here, they cannot get hatches. Well, not all of them, at least. Okay, they do go with the Kaid ban, so likely going to run the Habana or the Thermite.
Okay. I'm writing this down in case we have to rehost.
I probably should, but if you're doing it, it's fine. Right.
It's probably good that both of us do. I mean, especially if you take notes and at some play of the game, you can remark, this round, this person did that. It's kind of nice. I do that on my thing. So when the game's actually over and we're doing the interview, I actually go back to those highlights so we can catch them in the replays. So
I'll keep that in mind for next time to bring a piece of paper with me. SFU did go with the Mira ban, which Mira can be really powerful depending on how she's played.
Alright, so first floor, staff, and open, okay.
Ooh. And you don't really see first floor played first. Oh, they are picking up that castle, it seems. Gonna be really powerful here for SFU. And then, of course, Red Phoenix sticking the same lineup because they have a pretty solid lineup. That Sledge gonna terrorize those castle barricades, though.
Alright, so if we had to pick out any standouts on the defense, my money would be really on Zeno. His roam game is pretty good. Normally he plays the Alibi, but it appears he's just going for the Mozzie for this one.
That Mozzie pick will be powerful for his roam because Bank is really close always, so he kind of just stops himself from being droned entirely.
10 seconds remaining.
I think those holes are to impact from the stop them from getting the wall.
Evil eye on watching.
Does that even work?
Attacker's objective is to defuse a bomb.
Alright, well let's see what the attacker will do. Let's see the approach from the attackers. Okay, coming out from the East Plaza.
It's like they're just gonna go for an immediate top floor.
Oh!
Nexus spawn peeking? What's that?
Yeah, and I think that was out in the alley. I didn't
That wasn't time though.
That was not really a great start for Red Phoenix already.
That's their sledge, by the way. So those castle barricades gonna really slow down Phoenix here.
And it's interesting to me that they're not droning. Nobody seems to be droning.
I saw one drone go in.
That was a Mozzie drone actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they have the Iona drone going in. They get the intel on Reckon, but he's just gonna waste their time. I like that a white attachment skin. I think that was just recently added as well.
Yeah, they're still
not really
looking in there for oh, there's our first drone. There it is.
Yeah, alright. Looks like Gizmo is gonna be able to find Reckon. They're gonna get the intel and wait. Another drone goes out like oops.
Yeah, that's the
They're
Twitch
playing this
drone there.
playing this a little slower than they should be, I would say. Not really making a lot of momentum here. They are blocking off their flanks, so it's gonna be good for Phoenix and bad for SFU.
Here comes Zeno, who's known for his roam game. So I would expect a couple kills here since oh, nice trade from Gizmo from just down the hallway. That's actually a really good pick, Zeno, because that's generally their fragger and they're more generally aggressive player. Like, you know, we're down.
That is their Twitch. That's a lot of utility down right there by that Twitch, or that Zeno
Oh,
right there.
that's what that's for. Okay, I kind of like that.
Oh,
I've never seen that. That's amazing.
Sick. Alright, we learned a new thing here today.
Alright,
Oh yeah,
well,
you saw that? The impact got the top base charge.
alright, we're down to 25 seconds. Oh, it's not quite on site. I don't think they're gonna get the plan. I think this first round will go to 6 feet just because they're all just waiting to go. Frenzy just
On zone.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay. But they're gonna get really aggressive here.
5 seconds remaining.
He's gonna get one. He gets two. No, he lasers one though. Gizmo not able to
Out
plan.
of time.
Really slow push there from Phoenix. Definitely wasted a lot of time lingering on that roam clear. First round goes SFU.
So yeah, I'm generally a casual player, as I'm sure I've told in all of the previous casts, as well as you Beans. But I have the gumption to know that it's not really wise to just go in guns a-blazing, and I don't want to throw shade at Red Phoenix here, but they got a drone. I think that top floor clear just wasn't happening because they didn't have any intel if there was anyone still upstairs. I mean, they were lucky to get Zeno down on the elevator hallway, but it just was way too slow. Push in behind a
Attackers need to
drone and
locate
then
and
get the
defuse
frag
as
if
many
you can.
bombs as they can.
That's the way.
What I definitely saw was they used that Iona drone, and that gridlock didn't really swing with the clone at all. Typically you want to play off of that, because that is just a form of intel. And so, for them to just waste the Iona clone and not really push off of it or anything, kinda just let, I think it was Zeno run away. No, it was Fun Zone. He was able to just run away.
10 seconds left.
And also, Zeno's gonna be on the Rooney for
5
basement
seconds.
here, and Rick is gonna be a little bit of a roll swap.
Yeah, I mean, I know I said alibi earlier. I meant Aruni because he generally favors the SFU that she uses as opposed to the Mark 14. All right, so it looks like we got a 4-man push from the parking lot, and then I believe George is in the back. Oh, it's a 5-man. Okay.
Ooh, Frenzy. Okay.
And
He's gonna be rushing with that shield.
Interesting.
He's might get picked up. Oh, that's unfortunate. He had no one there to help him. And it looks like Phoenix is just trapped themselves.
That's rough. Zeno actually pulling out the Mark 14. Okay.
He did a lot of damage, took a boost. Just those 2 bullets right there.
George does get Fun Zone though, who is presumably behind the teller's desk.
Ooh, barely missing his toe right there. It looks like Phoenix is just going to rotate their push because they realize they're not going to get any momentum here. And Zeno realizes this and is just going to fall back and keep waiting.
Gizmo though, I think was looking to maybe possibly get the rotate kill onto Zeno, but just not quite the right angle for that. So now they're pushing into the basement garage. Okay. So
burning out here, not really
is
pushing off of that intel that they're getting from that drone.
Does the only one down here?
This might be a push here for Phoenix.
Stun grenade out.
They are flashing. I think they're just gonna go for a 4-man push, just straight up in there. Oh, 3-man, I
A
guess.
bomb has been located.
They're also gonna get aggressive and actually get Gizmo there. Crazy shot. Then Reckon swinging and spraying gets the Huster. Nexus able to pick up George. Xeno getting a boost, and that is SFU with another round. What a wild ride.
And I don't really have a whole lot of critique in terms of for Red Phoenix on this one. Other than they just felt a little slow. At the same time, like I'm gonna throw a little shade at SFU. Like their defense just seemed a little loose. Like I don't know if you'd noticed, but like they just seemed a little too spread out. Like they could have easily, or Red Phoenix could have easily just droned out that site is basically empty and just did a 5-man rush into the garage.
One thing that I noticed on the Red Phoenix side was that the Blitz just pushed in without anyone really on him. And as you saw, he was able to just get fragged out really quickly. But for SFU, like you said, they had 1 person on site and 3 people above. And if Phoenix saw that and they were coordinated and they would have just rushed in, that would have been a round for Phoenix. Fun zone with cam that I've never seen.
I don't know if it'll actually stick. As we just saw, it rolls off, it looked like.
Yeah, I don't think it might have worked before, but it's not going to work now.
Yeah, but you can't spend that much time on doing that
5 seconds
fun zone.
remaining.
You gotta put it somewhere else.
Well fortified!
Yeah, meanwhile,
I think he does.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Yeah, I think he's saving them to play off of Reckon Shield, maybe? He does have beepers instead of impact, so he's definitely going to play in one area.
Alright, well, yeah, Caboose just went up the wall. I was hoping to get him there on the window.
Deploying my trump
Bill?
card.
Where are you going?
Activating camera.
Oh,
I guess this is he only opened window. Reckon able to get Frenzy. I think that was from the long angle too. Oh, he's gonna get another.
He might.
He just sees the tip. Oh, no, he barely missed him.
Oh, but this one might be it though.
No, Reckon. He whiffs the shot.
Yeah, George taking just a little bit of. I would say he just got tickled. He didn't look like he really took any punishment from that.
I think only 1 or 2 bullets hit, and that SMG doesn't do a ton of damage. Gizmo just kind of solo pushing right here. Not really droning. Well, Huster's on drones, but he doesn't have anyone with him or anything.
Okay, well, here's Xeno again on the elevator hallway.
Reloading ammo.
I think it's gonna be another round. Maybe Xeno will be able to survive this one. We'll see. Huster trying to pick up that Valkyrie there, just spraying through the wall.
Diversity.
Ooh, that was close.
Changing
Let's see, there's
Xeno able to
Xeno.
get another.
Yeah, dude, Red Phoenix, you can't break this, man. You have a minute left. You gotta go somewhere else. Oh, fun zone.
One zone.
From the administrative office.
Tracks out.
Yeah, this
At
is.
this point, I would tell Xeno just to get back to site. They have a minute and they're down a man. They're down 2 guys.
Has been dropped.
Xeno. It's all down to Huster here.
These will protect us. We are protected.
Okay.
He does get the Reckon there.
Dino's still just upstairs. Just looking for that angle, and I think he's gonna get it. Yep.
Yep, Xeno with 3 kills that round. Just on that round.
The tactical timeout is being called for Red Phoenix. Alright, their minute starts now.
Alright, so as you saw, that was another round for SFU, bringing it to a 3-0. Hopefully here, Red Phoenix will start talking to each other. They'll talk about what they're doing wrong, and they'll start winning some more rounds here, putting up competition against SFU. Because right now, it's just SFU's roam game. Not to put them down or anything, but Red Phoenix just isn't able to do anything against Xeno and Reckon.
See, it seemed to me that SFU set up a lot of peak, or how do we call them? Like peeking holes?
Eccles.
And they set up a lot of peeking holes, even though like they died for him. But Xeno, he just stayed where he was, and one by one, it seemed that Red Phoenix kept peeking the same hole for some reason. I'm not sure why they did that.
I think
Okay.
they were kind of tunnel visioned because they got shot from 2 different angles, but they definitely should have worked around those head holes and started to try to push those rummers out. Or even just ignore them because they had that gridlock, so they could have just tossed them around and just went straight for sight.
Okay.
We are
Interesting
going to
pick
see...
to a Ying. Okay. I don't mind this actually. If they're gonna, if they can actually like isolate any one of the
protect your
roamers,
bombs from being defused by
Ying
attackers.
might actually be good to hunt them down. I don't mind that at all.
Ying, a very powerful character without a doubt. She's gonna do a lot there with, I think she has 4 canisters. No, she might have 3. Yeah, okay. Ying has 3. Fuse has 4.
Yes, that is correct.
Ying with those 3 canisters though, able to do a lot just really quickly. She's a really good rushing operator. If they end up to where they can just push into sight, they can smoke off every angle, toss in a Candela or 2, and just plant onto that. We're gonna see that elevator hold from Nexus, which is gonna be hard for Phoenix to really do much on that hallway. Seeing pretty simple push. They're going from all angles.
Yeah, it's a 2-3 split. Nothing really standing out about it.
I think this is probably how they should take it, especially with that shield on that hallway, because if they all just line up there, they're just gonna get picked out really quickly.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Here we go. See, this is exactly what Red Phoenix is. You drone each room, and you follow the drone. This is exactly what you do with the Red Phoenix. So this is actually a good play. George did go upstairs a little prematurely, I think.
No, he definitely did.
I mean,
definitely, if I was George, I wouldn't have pushed up so eagerly, because if there was just someone waiting for him up there, he probably would have got picked off, because he wouldn't have any idea.
Yeah, they do.
Sure.
There is an echo drone at the top of the stairs. A boost. Okay. I didn't quite get that, but I'm assuming it's from an upper window into I forget what room this is.
Put me on the spot, man.
Yeah,
Regardless,
there was an
that's
echo
a good
drone that
pick.
just got fired. Get onto frenzy. Ooh, Reckon. I don't know where you got that damage from, but it's probably below. Oh, Fun Zone. Okay, Fun Zone's doing okay.
SMG 11 round. You wouldn't expect it, but that thing is really good. Oh, got a boost. He gets him with the pistol.
But it immediately gets traded by Nexus.
Changing max.
It's traded by Hufster. And it's now
Okay.
a 2v2, and the HP advantage goes for Red Phoenix right now.
bunch of trades going out right there.
Yep. Out
It's
comes,
just gonna...
out comes the 8 into the office. So you reckon, I
will
think it's
say-
going to hold the tight angle. And does load the
This
spy
round-
closet.
Bomb located by attackers.
This round's looking like a Red Phoenix round. I mean, they have the health advantage. Oh, not anymore. Oh, Guzlo swings into the free fire. They don't know where last is, though.
They do now, and they got a point on the board.
Is not able to get the last one, and that's going to be a round for Red Phoenix, bringing it to a 3-1. All right. Red Phoenix getting their first round against SFU. SFU is going to go basement again, which they won by, I think, a player. I mean, they lost only one player when they went basement. So definitely a smart pick there for SFU. Keeping the, I think, the exact same lineup as before, actually. Swapping the Mozzie for a Valkyrie. Gonna be pretty good for intel here. Swapping the Valkyrie for an Oryx.
You know, I
Attackers
have
need
to
to
chuckle a
locate and
little bit
defuse bomb.
on the pick for Fuse here, because he's my boy. Okay, when I play casual, this is my guy. I don't play hostage for the meme reason, right? But you know, he's fun. I do generally enjoy playing and or watching him. But that's not what we're here to do. So I don't know what the idea from Kaboost is. I don't know how much of the basement you can really fuse. I mean,
Just the hatches.
yeah, I
10
suppose
seconds
above
to
the
go.
hatches, but there's not really a whole lot of area to do.
I guess that hatch right there, the one in small office,
Oh, I suppose you
that
can.
one-
Yeah.
defuse a bomb.
Okay.
that could clear a lot of utility, but like, that's the only thing I can think of, really.
You know, if they go right here, you know, here in the center of the screen, and put a fuse here, that clears out the vault hallway. And
But that's a
pretty
hard
popu-
floor.
That's a... No, it isn't.
Yeah, that's a hard floor.
A
I don't
bomb
think
has
this
been
is right here,
located.
is it?
Yeah, the entire basement's hard floor. Or whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think the
It's all
tile
hard
is,
floor.
right? This spot is.
No,
I suppose
I'm
we're
telling
about
you.
to find out. Caboose, show us the way, please.
Oh, he changed his mind. He's gonna go above. Pretty smart here. Gonna get that roam clear. I think Oryx is up here. Actually, no, it's Xeno.
So, you know, as the Aruni, yes, that's right. And they're gonna drone him out. Okay. And they're... Oh, the wall bang from
Caboose.
Caboose.
That's gonna be
See
in the clip,
that?
I can tell you that much.
You know, that's actually really good for them.
That's one of their big roamers down.
And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that's actually gonna be their only... Oh, okay, I was gonna say only roamer, but
Oh, it
Are
is. No roamers now.
no more. But that's it.
Oh,
Oh, Red
wow.
Phoenix. What did you guys do, Red Phoenix? Look at you guys go. I'm actually rooting for you. Go get him.
What is going on?
I don't even care. I mean, they're detonating the hatches. I mean, fuse seems kind of useless. I mean, I
He
suppose
You didn't
Okay.
really use them. Nope.
Reckon is the only
Is-
one.
Okay.
And he's gonna come up and he's gonna set off the. Okay, Caboose.
What?
They got.
Attackers activating diffuser.
They did get a
Defenders
plant
have
down.
located the diffuser.
They know that Reckon is upstairs. Oh, this is actually kind of a tough plant to get. And now they're gonna go. Oh no, I don't think going upstairs is the play, guys. He's gonna get the defuse.
Yeah. He has time, I think. Oh,
Yep. And now he's gonna go get it. Oh,
is Red Phoenix gonna throw this? Red
ooh.
Phoenix does have come back for that win. But that was close. That was close to a throw.
That
Not
was
sure what that sledge was doing. I don't know if you saw that. He kind of tried for a drop shot with a pistol. But in the end, down to a 1v1, and Red Phoenix was able to win that out ultimately. And that's going to be a 3-2.
see that was.
Looks like
If
they're
I
going
was
to
wait,
pick
if
up
I
the
was
fuse again, unless they're going to
Okay.
pick them out, along with the Ying. Haven't really seen them utilize that Ying as much. Hoping she'll come in big play here. Maybe since they're not going to be basement, they can show us what that fuse
Attackers
is
need
all
to locate
about
and
and do
defuse
some
bombs.
real destruction. They are on the first floor, so they have a lot of soft flooring to work around here with this fuse.
He's ready.
And I think that's what their plan was the first time bringing fuse. They were just a little
Speed up and running.
off. They misplanned it.
This will slow them down.
And we Valkyrie setting up some beautiful cams here.
Xeno is now playing the Mossy again. Not picking a room.
Looks like the Zenith's gonna be on that Rome again.
I think that's his
Along
official
with
dedicated role is Rome.
Fun Zone.
Attackers must
A
locate
good
and
Rome
defuse
team
the
there,
bomb.
I will say. Reckon going for an illegal spawn peek here. He misses the guy anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Still on that
Not
window.
able
Though.
to pick up anyone. His scope blocking them all. As we wait for our observer to get back here.
Oh, I must have
Just
hit my mute
kinda-
button. Sorry.
It's all good.
And I have
Looks
caps
like-
lock. That's why I pushed to mute. So I must have
Huh?
hit it accidentally.
I noticed that. I didn't know if you did it on purpose. I didn't think it was since you were so confident. Yeah.
Reloading my ammo.
See, so you know sees this room. Oh, that.
Oh,
That was dirty. Oh, but he almost takes some damage from.
he's
I
gonna
think,
keep
Gizmo.
peeking. Oh, he gets fragged out though. And this is where the fuse comes into play. This is what fuse is all about right here.
We won't get any operators or gadgets. It seems.
You almost got that Malusi Banshee.
I suppose if he had it angled the other way, he does look coming up from the basement. Potentially to get someone on the stairs, but I don't think he's gonna find it. There was another thing that just went down into the small office.
About now, they should know that site doesn't have too many people holding
Bomb has
it.
been located.
At this point, I would say just to start opening hatches and angles from above, which is what they're doing, and start pushing down square and just start pressuring this side of the map where Nexus is. But it is going to be Fun Zone picking up Gizmo, which is their florist. It's going to be a lot of utility for Red Phoenix there wasted because of Flores being down.
Oh, I think you're gonna be next level. Ooh, no. Fun
The
zone.
boost.
Don't peek it.
Oh,
Got 30 seconds. You gotta drop in, buddy. But I think Nexus is gonna get that hatch on you, though.
yeah, Nexus has been patiently waiting with his hands crossed. He does get picked off though.
15
Helps you with a
seconds remaining.
good shot there. Fun Zone just waiting
Bomb
for it to
located by
happen.
attackers. 10
Yeah,
seconds
but
left.
there's no way Huckster's gonna get the plant. They got the pings.
Nah.
Fun zone's gonna drop. Totally going down.
Attackers activated.
And
Oh,
oh my gosh,
okay.
Huckster, you're nuts!
Wait,
But
Oh.
what's up from below?
Fun Zone, what the play? That was crazy good actually.
Defenders have eyes
Either
on the diffuser.
Fun Zone
Attackers
did
need
that
to
on
protect it.
accident, or he is just the biggest brain player.
Bomb
I
diffuser
did not.
enabled
I
by
did not see
defenders.
that coming at all.
Defender mission successful.
I don't know if he meant to drop the hatch. I'm not too sure what happened there, but what a round. That was very back and forth. But it is going to be another win for SFU, bringing it to a 4-2, putting a stop to Red Phoenix momentum.
That was awfully close for Red Phoenix, though. That would have tied the game at 3-3, and that would have put them in actually a pretty decent spot after their first couple games that just were not ideal.
Yeah, those first 2 rounds weren't too great for Red Phoenix. I think that tactical timeout really put them in the mindset to just to think about what they're doing, and I think it helped them a lot because they won 2 rounds right afterward. They are bringing the clash though.
An interesting approach. I don't know if he's gonna stay down here and just barrage and stairs with their shield. I don't know. If you were Clash in this instance, where would you go as a defender? Like, I'm not actually sure.
So I've played Clash with a similar strat to this. Really, you just sit in basement and lurk around and terrorize everyone.
Yeah, but like, where do you go?
If they're pushing server side, you just sit at the door until they push in, and you just back away and terrorize them, doing every little bit of damage as soon as they try to walk in. You just have a guy waiting for them. Zeno just left mouse button here.
Yeah, I think if there wasn't a hard wall in between, I think he would have got one of the defenders. I couldn't tell who was up here, but like through the outline we could see it.
Yeah, definitely. Frenzy here is going to be playing about where I planned him to in server. Just because it's such a close range area.
So they are aware that George is up here, but he gets out.
George? George?
Oh, George. Getting some shots onto Reckon. I'll give him credit for that.
I think his monitor was off. He kind of just walked right past Fun Zone there and stared at Reckon for a solid 5 seconds. Frenzy taking a good bit of damage though.
Yeah, I think it's actually smart for them to use their grenades on the Clash, just to push them out, or push Frenzy off the stairs. I mean, you got 1 frag left, Zeno. You might be able to get it, but that Clash is going to be an obstacle for you to get past.
I see what he's doing. He's trying to make the Clash up. That way he can bait him or get him up here and throw a nade behind him.
Meanwhile, Reckon does get in from the behind. He's also downstairs.
What happened to my toy?
I don't know if taking a shield down was the play there.
No, most definitely not, but
A bomb has been located.
Yep, that's the game. I was gonna say, I don't know how you're gonna get past this if you're the last remaining guys in Clash. I mean, you got I believe it's 16 shots on your SMG that are gone like that,
It's a good SMG though. Also, I think it might be 21. I don't completely know. It might be 16 though. I think it's the same as SMG 11. I'm not entirely sure. It's definitely a good SMG though, I would say.
See, I have yet to actually ever play Clash on my casual. I don't have her as an operator just yet. But from what I can tell is the recoil is a little bit more manageable than the SMG 11.
Yeah, it's got a little kick to the left, but for the most part, it's really controllable.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
Not too much of a difference in operator picks here from SFU. Hey, it's actually the exact same. I don't know if they had that Flores or not. But Red Phoenix completely changing up their operators, bringing that Castle, that Malusi, that Lamai.
Nothing. Pressing the wrong buttons here. Dude, nothing really stands out about me, or stands out to me. See, we got the Banshee
10
here
seconds
in
to
this
go.
square on the second floor. It's actually not a bad spot for that particular
5
Banshee
seconds
either. I
left
mean,
before insertion.
this is a pretty high traffic area, and you know, you gotta expose yourself if you want to destroy this Banshee.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, you gotta.
Who am I looking
Well,
at?
you can
Oh,
hug the
there's
wall,
Xeno.
and I think it'll go off.
So we're looking at Xeno here, which I actually can't raise my camera any higher than this, interestingly. I wonder why that doesn't render.
He's walking on air.
I wonder why that's not rendering. I mean, obviously
I don't
there's
know.
a ceiling
Bomb
or a
located by
roof there.
attackers.
It's a whole building, but I don't know why it's not showing up.
Alright, well, we do got Reckon on the rappel. No,
Oh.
never mind. We had Reckon on the rappel.
Where's Reckon? That's
Yeah.
a good early pick there for Red Phoenix, though.
Yeah, I mean, let's see, we got Nexus and Duzlo here on the ceiling. Xeno, you know what, looking in, I'm doing this all wrong again. Xeno is droning out, elevator hallway. Sees the Malusi. In just the hallway. Ooh. Oh, man.
Left mouse button.
Malusi, you have no idea how close you came to death.
UEC left mouse button. That's all you need whenever you have that LMG.
I'm reloading.
Alright, so I hear
Didn't-
Flores. Okay, it went off into the supply closet. Yeah, Nexus is droning around. Okay.
Gonna get that flank cam, which is pretty good. Fairly average spot, I'd say. I think one is in blue. I think I saw that through the wall. I'm not too sure.
George.
George.
Getting another one. Okay. So Hufster is gonna hold supply closet from any pushes that come out of either Xeno or Xeno. However, Xeno does get George. Nexus
And
gets
Nexus
Frenzy.
gets Frenzy. That's pretty good there for SFU bringing it to a 3v3.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped.
Never mind.
A boost though. He came on the rope. Wait. Hold up. How? Oh, he went in. No.
Attackers have recovered their.
Yeah, he did a pretty big rotation there, which worked out for him. He got that kill and was able to fall back. He might have to pick up Xeno. No, he just gets lasered in the head by that LMG.
Yeah, but they were down to 30 seconds. You know where Malusi is, who is the last remaining player on Duzlo. Presumably through the wall? I don't know. Maybe a rotate hole. Does get her.
Xeno there just left mouse button with that LMG, just praying and praying through that wall. He actually did light up Caboose or whoever was that Malusi.
Alright, and potentially the final site will also be in executive office again.
We'll see if they're able to work out their mistakes and bring it, hopefully, to OT here against SFU.
There is no Malusi on this one, though. We do get a Mine of Valk, so at least Intel and Gadget elimination might. Ooh, don't. No, I don't support this Valk change. On second thought, maybe I do.
I think they're just gonna focus on pure utility
Defenders,
burn.
protect your bombs from being defused by
I didn't
attackers.
really see a lot of grenades or anything come out from SFU that round, but that might be what they're focusing on here. Maybe George won't get as aggressive on that elevator shielding out early, because that kind of messed up and Red Phoenix's whole entire.
Alright, so they're using all 4 capsules on the outside windows. Which is a move I don't really mind.
I personally don't like it because you can use them in much better places. The ones on site I get, but that little hallway there I don't really understand.
Yeah, I'm with
Attackers
you.
must locate and defuse the bomb.
Alright, so it looks like we got a 2-man push from Duzlo and Xeno.
Walking on air as always.
Yep. And then another 2-man from Fun Zone and Nexus, which leaves Reckon, his own lone man, who is currently joining into the plaza, or from Plaza, into the open area.
Jammer ready.
Okay, they did just ping the 2 castles. There's no one currently on window defense, though. Oh, well, there's Frenzy, okay.
Bomb located by
Frenzy
attackers.
almost got picked off there.
I was kind of hoping for that shotgun. Frenzy, I know you have it, buddy, but...
Ooh, that's a lot of damage.
That is a lot of damage, and that's 3 of the castle windows open, and then we got Fun Zone and Reckon out here just absolutely wreaking havoc.
A bomb has been located.
Frenzy taking even more damage. And Caboose.
Yeah, nobody's currently holding the window at all. I suppose Gizmo might technically qualify, but if anyone comes out to, you know, this exterior wall here, Gizmo might be out of the game. Xeno. Oh wait, Xeno.
You see?
Oh, this might be a good nade.
No, it barely missed him. Reckon able to pick up Gizmo. Oh, Xeno.
Surge incoming.
What? Xeno just doesn't care for anything. Funzone able to get George there.
Yep. Oh, and it's a 5v1.
Funzone getting hostage.
Argus deployed.
Frenzy trying to get a C4 kill, but he's not getting any intel from what we can tell. Does not get the C4 kill, but now they know that he's downstairs and they can just easily go in for the plant. Frenzy gonna come up the stairs, Duzlo gonna cover the stairs, and that is it.
That's a flawless round. SFU closing out. That is a 7-2. And Red Phoenix still goes without a win.
So with that, I will put them in the lower bracket for the tournament stage, or the playoff stage, excuse me, for next year.
They don't have a chance of getting up at all, but maybe playoff they'll show us what's up and pull out 7-0s back to back. Who knows?
All
right, we'll get our interviews in. Who are we going to be interviewing today first?
I'm about to find out. See, we're gonna talk to. I'm actually really hoping to talk to Red Phoenix in this one.
Yeah, I want to
just
see
to
how
give
they're
them praise
feeling.
for their few games that were just like, what are you doing? This is amazing. Keep doing it.
Looks like we have Nexus here. Hello,
Yeah.
Nexus.
What's up?
How'd you feel about that game?
We felt pretty good. Bank is one of our better maps. We were excited to play it. And yeah, we were just really confident coming into it.
Yeah, you definitely showed us that y'all know how to play that map. I will say, y'all's first basement defense, you had 3 guys upstairs with 1 on site. That was a big play there, especially since Red Phoenix was in garage. They could have just ran right in.
Yeah, that first or the 2 basement rounds, I think we dropped to them if I'm not wrong there. But yeah, we struggled a little bit there with just positioning, and we weren't really able to adapt super quick to where their attack was coming from. That was our main problem there.
Yeah, it happens. You just gotta work on that basement. Everything else was really good though. Y'all 7-2 Red Phoenix.
Yeah.
You were able to get your 3 points. That puts y'all undefeated.
No, we lost a game a couple weeks ago, but we had a sub for it. We weren't in our optimal state, but you know, everybody loses. Can't always be perfect. So
Yeah,
Alright.
so I do have a question. You know, with that basement, I wouldn't quite call it a blunder because you did end up winning the round. But like with that basement setup with your remaining 2 roamers, I believe it was, like their rotations were back to site were actually really good, and that's what actually cleaned up Red Phoenix in that game. But like, was that actually the plan, or is that just?
Yeah, we have a very strong roam game, and we're really confident in it, and we're really confident in our roam players to kind of just feel out the round and know what they're doing. I was thinking mostly of the second time we went downstairs. That was the round they picked up on us. But yeah, that first round we kind of just ended up winning the majority of our gunfights there, and putting ourselves in a good position to retake and make it back to site.
Okay. And then we're coming into I believe it's round 4. Red Phoenix kind of I wouldn't say quite rushed you guys, but they gained a lot of momentum going into that round. And it came to like a 4-2, then a 4-1, and they absolutely dominated that round. If there was anything that you would have changed about that, what would have it been?
Round 4, was that the basement round? The second time we went down there?
Round 4 would have been second floor in the
Or-
executive office.
Second, okay. Yeah, they pushed up the main lobby staircase into Banana with the Ying and the Nomad, I believe. Yeah, I can't be sure on everyone's positioning because I haven't watched the round back. But Zeno got picked off to an angle he didn't know was being watched. They were on the ATM rappel. He went out to go shoot a drone, and they just hit a nice shot on him. So props to them for that. And then they took advantage of the man advantage and their positioning, used their utility good to push up the stairs. Trades were going in our favor for a little bit, and then I think I was playing main stairs. Habana came up from basement and got the drop on me, and they kind of just they played it really well though. They repositioned in a square, used their utility well to open up the wall, and they just played a good 2v1 on Reckon at the end. So it was really well played from them.
And
If I had to change anything from that, I would say just, I don't know. I'd have to go back and look at it. I don't think we made too many huge mistakes on it. I think they just played better than us that round.
All right, I'm watching it back right now in the replays. Funzo did get a score on George, and you get a score on Frenzy. So I'm mistaken. It's currently a 4v3 from what I'm watching, but then they take out two of you here in the moment. But yeah, going into the next round into the basement lockers, it seemed that they kept their momentum, and like they seemed to really trade very well going into that. So if you were to tell Red Phoenix anything about their offensive game, would you tell them to keep being that a little bit more aggressive as they were in rounds 3 and 4, or sorry, 4 and 5?
I would say, and not to like, I would say it's less aggressive and more adaptable and unpredictable is how it felt, at least on the defense, because they didn't necessarily take it super quickly, as far as I can remember. Like it was maybe halfway into the round or a little bit further than that when the gunfights really started happening. I could be wrong, but it didn't feel super fast paced. It just felt like one of our guys would die somewhere, and then another would die like across the map type of thing. Like they were very spread out. It felt, with like players coming in, especially I noticed the Abana would come in from like a completely different section as the rest of our team and kind of go for like a solo flank type of play, which unfortunately happened to me both times. But the main thing I could take away from that is being unpredictable is really good. Don't play into the meta every single round just because it's the meta, or don't play super linear every round. So I actually really like that play style. Especially when it works, it always looks good.
All right. Well, thank you very much. We're gonna grab some Red Phoenix in here, but thank you for your time, Nexus. I look forward to seeing you guys in the crap. I'm saying tournament stage, playoff stage. There we go. That's the word.
Yeah, playoffs.
I'm looking forward to the playoff stage for you guys.
Yeah, we are too. We're also doing the CL calls this weekend, so hopefully this gives us a good momentum boost.
Yeah,
Hopefully
you
we're
guys,
qualified for it, I would say.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Nexus.
All right.
All right, we're gonna grab We were gonna grab Midnight. Oh, there he is. Okay. Gonna grab him and bring him into
there we go.
casting. Okay, you brought him in here. Midnight Reaper, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Hello.
We were just talking to Nexus from SFU. We were just talking about how you guys actually played really well for rounds 4 and 5. And he was telling us, some little advice for you guys. Beans, correct me if I'm wrong in anything. He was saying, you guys shouldn't play the meta just because it is meta, and he really admired that you guys played a little bit more randomly, especially whoever was playing the Hibana, which I believe was let's see, Huffster.
That would have been Gizmo or Huffster. I made the call to switch to Havana because I like the flexibility that she gives to the team.
Okay, that's good.
Habana was. I don't know who was on Fuse.
I made that was Caboosed.
The Fuse could have been a good pick. I just feel like Bank isn't really a good Fuse map in my opinion.
Yeah, it's definitely a flexibility, like it's a situational call, and I think maybe could have been a lapse in judgment on my part. Recently, I stepped up as the IGL, so I'm getting used to directing the team and making decisions. But yeah, definitely have to reevaluate that.
I would say y'all played pretty good in the 2 rounds that you did win. Except for 1 round, y'all were above. It was a 4v1, I think.
Yep.
And you brought it down to a 1v1. You're not gonna be rude, but like y'all were kind of just throwing bodies at the orcs. Everyone was swinging them, not really holding.
So my comment on that is we all make mistakes, and in order to get better, this will be something that we are definitely looking at. The only thing I can say about that is that I don't know. Everyone makes mistakes, and that was definitely one of them. But luckily, we won that round. So
Yeah, I mean y'all won at least 2 rounds. That's pretty good. SFU is a really good team, hard to beat.
yeah, and definitely as a newer team, or not a newer team, but we had some roster changes and different things, and some leadership role changes and things like that. So we're definitely improving. And there's one thing I could say. It's this. We may be losing now, but in the future, Red Phoenix Esports will be a force to be reckoned with, and I promise that.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just saying, if y'all do VOD reviews and stuff, y'all will be a pretty solid team.
Extensively. Yep, we're starting to do that extensively. Absolutely. And do you guys have any general advice you'd like to give to us? I'm all ears.
Take this with a grain of salt from the casual player among us. But I once played esports for PUBG, and watching the VOD for any of the team's rotations, gameplay, and all that, it was a good skill. So like, if there was any one advice that I could give you as an esport player, it would be know your opponent as much as you can. Obviously, you can't really do that so much on Bank, this being the first Bank map that we've had in the group stage. But you could probably also watch the VOD or some of the replays of, let's say, Xeno, for instance. Like, he's pretty well known for his rotations. He hits his shots, and generally it's just a surprise when you see him. So, like, to counter that, you had to pick the operators that might tank a few shots, could also, gas him out, so to speak. So, like, the Ying, I did like it. It was a good move, in my opinion.
So yeah, I just have like a quick comment on that. Essentially, we have never played Bank ever. So this is our first time playing Bank, and we just made this kind of decision. It was kind of a last minute thing, but we thought that maybe bringing it to an off map or a map that is not commonly played would give us the advantage. But we have a lot to review and a lot to improve upon.
Right.
But I feel like we did pretty good for our first time playing Bank ever. So at this level of competition, that is.
Right.
For some advice, I don't know if you know, I used to play for Horizon. I'm now more so just an assistant. I help around. But from when I played, I can tell y'all don't really play together. if you get what I mean.
Oh,
There's a lot-
Yeah, so like yeah, I understand that as part of like roster changes. Like you're not totally used to everybody on the roster. Like that's kind of a given because rosters do change even mid-season as it's been quite evident across all the teams here in the league. And then I guess that's just comes to the point like practice does win you games, and I expect Phoenix to actually do really well into the playoff stage. That is if you actually get a solid squad going together, because for this game in particular, Caboose, which I believe is on the sub roster, was
He's
not,
our support.
sorry, say that again. You cut out.
He's our support. He's on our
Is he
support
on-
roster.
Is he on main roster?
Yes, he is for now, but he will be switching off very soon for personal matters.
Oh, I see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we did see that. We were under the assumption he was on the sub. So, like when we had the emergency sub from earlier, we both Beans and I off stream were talking. We weren't totally sure how that would play out against SFU, but you got Caboose back in here, and I think even though we didn't see who the emergency sub or how they played, Caboose actually did pull his weight. And I'm watching right now around 70s, 4 kills. That's pretty respectable for round 7.
Yeah, absolutely. And I am one to say that I definitely could have done better. There were some things in there that I personally will be working on. There's no such thing as a perfect player, and definitely going to be doing better to pull my weight better in future rounds.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
I ask this for every team. Is there any advice that you would actually give your opponent? Or maybe even just praise. That's okay too.
I want to praise the other team for their excellent gun skill. I think they have very good gun skill. I think just in general, there is no better advice than this simple phrase: practice makes perfect, right?
Yep.
So just keep practicing, keep doing your best, and eventually you'll get where you want to be. No team started and became pros overnight. They all practiced very hard and worked very hard at the skills that they attained. So that's the only thing I really have to say. Keep it simple.
Yep. Well, I'll be sure to relay the message or just clip it and send it to him. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I think we're gonna probably sign it off after here. We look forward to seeing you guys in the playoff stage, and I really hope you guys do well.
Thank you for having me tonight, and I look forward to maybe having another interview with you guys here soon. I appreciate your time, and you guys have a great night.
You too.
All right, goodbye.
Well, with
All right.
that, I think we're gonna sign it off. Beans, send it off. Do it all epic, like I don't know. Make it fun.
That was SFU, ladies and gentlemen. Today is Wednesday. It is 10:47 Eastern. And this is Beans, my co-caster Observer Light. Have a good night.